a Leela. One time Krishna had an idea to play his flute, how would you say, in a certain way, so as to attract the gopis to come where he was standing in the forest. He thought, I will play a tune that will bewilder and attract the gopis, especially Sri Radha. Then he thought to himself, I just need to find the notes to which those girls will be most susceptible and to which their senses will be attracted. So Krishna, it's really cute, he began experimenting with different flute melodies to achieve this purpose. So one day he played a tune that stunned his cows, who gave up eating grass in favor of just sitting there relishing his flute song with their ears and tasting the sweetness of Krishna's face with their eyes. So that didn't bring the gopis, or Radha. So the next day, Krishna experimented with another tune. And this time the forest animals and birds were stunned. And like the cows, they all stood still where they were, as if they had, it's described, had been confined within invisible cages. Like they'd been confined within invisible cages. Didn't attract the gopis, or Radha. On the third day, Krishna's tune attracted the deer, which actually flocked to him in mass. And mesmerized by his attractive appearance, they worship Krishna with love-filled eyes. Now, I was also reading that the gopis, they were somehow aware of these practice sessions. Krishna's practicing. The Lord is practicing. These practice sessions. And they told Krishna's mother, Yashoda, that Krishna was practicing. They said to Mother Yashoda, "O pious Mother Yashoda, your son, who is expert in the art of herding cows, has invented various novel styles of flute playing." They just mentioned that to Mother Yashoda. Now, on the fourth day, Krishna played another tune which attracted the demigoddesses from Svargaloka, who were so bewildered by that sound that their clothes loosened and their ornaments fell off. And on the fifth day, Krishna played a melody so powerful that all animate things became unconscious, and inanimate things came to life. Wow. On the fifth day, Krishna played a melody so powerful that all animate things, meaning moving things like you and me, became unconscious. And all inanimate things, like chairs and sofas and pots, came to life. So the acharyas say that despite all of this, Krishna's mystic potency playing his flute, the gopis remained unaffected. Still, they remained unaffected. However, the acharyas write, but the river Jamuna was deeply moved. The river Jamuna was deeply moved. Actually, I was reading when the Jamuna River heard this particular flute song on day 5, I think it must have been, she stopped flowing and became completely bewildered. Her waves swelled and her waters trembled. Then, changing course, she flowed towards Krishna and offered lotus flowers at his feet. Pretty powerful flute song. But unfortunately, that melody, like all the others, it didn't attract the gopis. So Krishna just kept trying new melodies, day after day after day, that mesmerized, I was reading, the clouds overhead and Vrindavan's mountains, even Govardhan Hill. So finally, Krishna found the proper melody and just in time, because feeling separation from Krishna, the gopis were becoming frantic, to the point that their in-laws thought that their sons had married mad women. Krishna's trying to come up with a tune, but the gopis are waiting because they always want to be with Krishna. So they're waiting. What is this melody that's going to just drag us to his lotus feet? So finally he found the proper tune, just in time. Because feeling separation from Krishna, they were becoming frantic to the point that their in-laws were thinking their sons had married mad women, mad with ecstasy. And we could understand, it's described, the most disturbed of all the gopis was Sri Radha, who at one point was thinking, well, how can I become a bamboo flute? She thought, Krishna's flute is fortunate because as a male, he doesn't have to be shy like us gopis. Thus it rests in Krishna's hands and transforms the nectar of Krishna's lips into beautiful music that causes the rivers to swell and the bamboo along the river's banks to shed tears in the form of nectarian honey. It appears bamboo can produce honey. Then she said, Vrindavaneshwari, Srimati Radharani, she said, I pray for the body of a flute. I pray for the body of a bamboo flute, she said. I reject this body of a supposedly respectable woman. No other type of body can relish what the flute does, as Krishna plays it with eagerness and affection. And she continued, the day I become a flute, my consciousness will surely ebb. No doubt I will forget my identity, but Krishna will remember me as a gopi who became a piece of wood from suffering and separation from him. No doubt I will forget my identity, but Krishna will remember me as the gopi who became a piece of wood from suffering and separation from him. Hare Krishna. Vrindavaneshwari Srimati Radharani Ki. So eventually, Sri Radha and the gopis' intense desire to be with Krishna was fulfilled when they had a rasa dance. For when Krishna later played his flute at Vamsivat to call them for the rasa dance, they all came running and eventually danced with the Lord for an entire night of Brahma. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.